Detta avsnitt av BSTV sponsras av Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Know what I mean?
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
Trev, I'm glad you got that out of the way.
Yeah, I know.
I knew you were going to sing that. I'm glad you got it out of the way in the beginning.
Well, hang on a minute. I'm doing the segues.
Oh, right.
I'm forever blowing bubbles. Bird shit on the table in front of Darren.
Oh, nice segue there. Actually, if you look at that, Trev, is that bird shit?
It could possibly be. Well,
Are we not?
If you want me to do a zoom, I've got to like muck about.
Can you try doing this? Because that looks suspiciously like pigeon shit to me.
I think it might be.
Is there any type of health and safety? Are we breaking any? There must be.
Only if you eat it.
Lee's Meadows haircut. Oh, only if you. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what then. Deal. I won't eat it. We'll just drink beer instead.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we're on, Trev. Look, we're on.
Yeah, there we go. Back
hello
again.
everyone. Welcome to Trev. We're outside.
I know, and I'm not all that happy about it. I like being in a brewery myself.
I tell you, I am. We can't be in a brewery today, Trev. We're painting the floor. Sorry about that.
Okay then.
But in real time, of course. By the time everyone sees this, the floor will be painted.
No, because this is live.
Oh, God.
Just don't confuse things.
Anyway, I'll tell you what, personally, I'm really, really, really happy to be outside, even though it's shit weather.
It really is bad.
The fact is...
Do you know it's the third time we've said shit, and that'll make it 4?
Is it?
Yeah, we never used to swear at all.
No, but we're more hipster now.
Yeah, but your mum's going to moan.
Oh, yeah, she will, yeah. But we're more hipster. Apparently, it's cool to swear.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Oh, good. Can I say boo?
I read it. Yeah, I read it in a hit magazine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we talking about, Trev?
Beer, probably.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, and just so happens, Trev, we've got 2 enormous bottles of beer on the table next to the bin shit.
And apparently calls a tad a bit controversial, I've heard.
Well, glad you asked, Trev. These are obviously the first 2 beers from CAP Brewery. CAP Brewery, of course, which stands for Curious Audacious Products.
Sure, it's not curious, audacious, pretentious.
It's not easy to say, is it? CAP for short. Are actually the 2 first beers from our good buddy. Have you seen him recently? Mattias Hammenlind.
I saw a picture.
Yeah, from.
How come he's lost all the weight, lost all his barnet and everything?
He's lost so much weight.
Yeah, but his hair and all.
I swear, you turn sideways, disappears.
He used to be my mate. I could rely on him to
I miss Fat Mattias.
The thing is, the couple of times I've met him, I was always happy that I wasn't the ugliest one in the room. And now he looks all suave and smooth.
I know. His hair's all slipped. He could like. I reckon he drinks in Studaplan now these days. Now he's all capped. But I remember old Fat Mattias. He was much more fat. Yeah.
He was never that
I reckon
bad.
by some cosmic. I don't know, because you know we're time travellers, aren't we? And we know the cosmos.
Of course.
I reckon he's managed to work out a way to transfer all his weight onto me.
Is that what it is?
He goes
Are you
down
putting on weight?
I put it on. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Mattias is. These are the first 2 beers from the new collaboration.
Big boys and all.
Big boys and all. Wine-sized bottles. A double IPA and an Imperial Stout. This one weighs in at 10.5%, Trev. This one weighs in at a very mild 9%.
I'm curious. I wonder if they're alluding to Jag Nyfiken Blå or Nyfiken. You don't know what these are, but they're very famous Swedish films. So, Mattias, let us know.
What type of Swedish films, Trev?
Soft pornography, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
They put Sweden on the map.
You mean art films?
That's the ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that covers all of that. Okay, well, that would be interesting to know. Now, these were launched down in Gothenburg at the recent Gothenburg Beer Festival, and I mean, I wasn't there. I didn't manage to get there, and but I mean, I was watching the tweets and the feedback and so on. And this is I've not tried these beers at all. Are you, Trevor?
No, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, but
we've actually opened this and tried them. But the feedback that I kind of picked up on was that the beer itself was kind of, everyone was going, yeah, beers are good. The double IPA was good, solid. This was actually really good. But the talk was about the price. $1.99 a bottle. $1.99 a bottle, Trev. It's a lot of money. Isn't it?
Well, the thing is, what a lot of people don't realise. I mean, for example, the stout. That's the one, isn't it?
That's the stout.
Coffee, right?
Coffee. It's got coffee in it.
Well, the thing is, those coffee beans come from El Salvador.
Do they, Trev?
And it costs 350 crowns a kilo.
And you just knew that?
What are you laughing at?
I just think you're amazing. You really do surprise me sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you don't know, you ignoramus.
Do you want to come and sit here? What else do you know, Trev?
Well, the thing is, another thing that they haven't realised, and I must be quite honest, I think it's a bit of a boo-boo not having all this information out, because people have thought a lot of money and not been given all the information. These are specials. They're not like something that's going to... The ordinary price for the new cat beers that are going to come out in production are going to be about 18, 20 crowns or something like that. And they're not going to be big buggers like this.
They're 3.30.
Yeah, these are specials. These could be compared to, without being too pretentious, what Brewdog does with its abstract and stuff.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So like one-offs.
Yeah, these are. I know. There's something like 240 of each made or something.
Yes, yeah, exactly. About 240. I mean, their core beers are going to be like IPAs and APAs and all that sort of stuff. They're going to be, I don't know, between 18 and 25 crowns, something like that. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So
people have got the wrong. Not that they haven't. No, people didn't get wrong.
Well, no,
they weren't informed.
It's still expensive, but I think the point you're trying to make is that this isn't always going to be $1.99 a bottle of cat beer, is it? These are hand bottled, hand labelled. You can tell that actually. One-offs that never. I think a bit abstracty in a lot of ways. One of the concepts being that brewed once, never brewed again type thing. And then maybe in about 4 years' time, if it's really good, they'll rebrew it. Just
the one thing that is a bit of a check though is that you're going to take money off me for tasting these. I think that's a bit out of order.
Trev, $1.99, mate.
Yeah, I know, but seriously, I do actually sit here and don't get paid.
That's almost 200
I shouldn't have to pay you to come here.
That's almost 200 crowns. Trev, what we're going to start with? Are we going to start with?
As I'm not a huge fan of stout, we'll start with that first and get it out of the way.
Okay.
And I hope that I'm really happy.
I'll put this down, and the next episode we'll try that one live.
No, we'll start with stout.
We'll start with the stout.
Yeah, I think so. Are you going to do 2 separate episodes, are you?
I thought so. Otherwise,
okay,
we'll be all day. We're already at 8 minutes.
I know, probably.
The internet is filling up.
It's filling up again.
YouTube keeps sending me letters. They're saying, we can't handle it.
Tim, I'm sorry, mate.
Tim
Berners-Lee.
Tim Bernard Matthews. Right. Anyway, listen. Here we go. I'm going to try and avoid the pigeon shit while I'm pouring. I said that 6 times now.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And I'm going to pour it up now. Okay. Now, what do I know about this beer, Trev?
It's a stout.
Correct. Shall I read the back?
Go on in.
Apparently it's black.
And it is.
Correct. It's powerful. Well, I expect it will be. Oh, it's also epic.
Nice one.
Imperial Coffee Stout, made lots of roasted tones, lots of fresh hops from the USA. Doesn't say which ones.
Which is a week for Mattias. I would have thought he would have known better.
Well, I just think, we said it before, haven't we, Trev? We said it a long time. Many, many times. Put the names of the hops and the malts on the labels. I think that's a really good idea. It's just a given for craft brewers because it's what we do so well. Well, but what you guys do.
Yeah,
so well.
exactly.
Fresh hops from the USA, lots of citrus and grapefruit touch, and that's obviously going to be blended with this coffee and roasted bitter bite. Okay,
as opposed to blended.
I'm going to put that. I tell you, no, I'll put it there. I'll put it there, Trev.
As opposed to blended.
As opposed to blended.
You was going to blended them.
Yeah. Oh, did I say that? All right. So anyway, I'm going to give it a whirl, Trev.
Hold it up, let's have a butcher's.
It's been a bit of a while, hasn't it? Give it a whirl.
It is dark, isn't it?
It's very dark, isn't it? A bit cold, of course, because it's cold out here. This is, even though it's not snowing.
Baby, it's cold.
It's coffee. Yes.
Lovely.
Check. Okay. Chocolate, dark chocolate, Belgium chocolate. The fancy stuff. Tick.
What stuff with a lot of cocoa in it?
Yeah, lots of cocoa, lots of pine, spruce nibs or tips.
I always go around sucking on pine cones.
Do you know? You should try it. It really is quite fun after a while. It's got a very. It smells thick and it's powerful, and that sort of that's what it says on the back. Really is what coming through on the nose.
What it says on the tin?
Very pretty head to it, isn't it? That very kind of muddy.
It's nice, and the head lasts like
chocolate
it
latte.
Looks inviting.
Yeah, mocha type thing there. I've got a pair of trousers that colour. If you just wanted to know that, Joe. Like corduroy. Or Manchester, as I say here.
TMO, is that what they say?
Right. Anyway, I'm going to try
TMI.
It's too cold.
The beer's too cold. It's too cold out.
The beer's too cold.
Okay. Yeah, stouts and all that shouldn't be a bit more room temperature.
Yeah, it should be. This is almost fridge. Well, it's not good enough. I should have but I can tell already, and it's going to obviously benefit from. Actually, that was pigeon shit.
You didn't get it in the glass, did you?
No. It's it reminds me of a couple of previous beers from Mattias. It's got this wonderful. It's quite rich.
Can you take one of those, freeze frames that we like?
Like that?
Yeah, but before I turn it on, you've got to make sure that...
Oh, right, hang on.
Oh, shit, I've pushed the button.
Oh, it's too late.
Sorry.
Anyway, where were we? Because we was flowing quite nicely until the card...
Until we filled up the internet. We had to empty the internet.
Filled up the internet again. Anyway, I think really it's actually quite good to have a couple of minutes thought process, because normally we don't just... that's too late.
We do have a tendency to ramble, don't we?
Do we?
Just a lot.
Let's talk about that. No, it's not. Loved it. I like the fact, actually, when I said it was roasted, I actually think it's a very kind and soft coffee. The coffee is perfect. It's semi-sweet, or I would say medium sweet.
Very creamy, chocolate milky.
Yeah, chocolate milky rather than the Belgian dark stuff, actually.
Yeah.
On the nose it was darker, it felt like. But in the mouth it's actually quite medium sweet to me.
Very nice indeed.
Very velvety, very soft, desserty, isn't it? Actually desserty. Just very, very balanced. Gorgeous. Actually, gorgeous Imperial Stout. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Trev.
And before we get any sort of, what's the word?
Score?
Criticism.
Oh, criticism.
I'd just like to point out that people who may
Why would
think...
we get criticism, Trev?
For blowing smoke up, what's his... No, bum, Mattias...
You can't find his bum anymore, he's too small.
The thing is, it may seem like that, and it could possibly... It's just because we're mates. I like the geezer, you like the geezer. He's always been very accommodating to Beer Sweden at the beginning. It's just a nice
Yes.
bloke. And above all, ridiculously talented. If he wasn't talented, we wouldn't give him the time of day. We'd kick him to the curb.
It's because that's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
Okay then, Trev. Listen, I think it's time. High time.
Have you actually done all you were going to do about the beer?
Yeah, about that beer, because we've got another one,
No,
Trev.
no.
We've got the internet to think about.
But we can't do that until next week.
No, I know, obviously. I'm going to give this one... Oh, dear.
I thought it was
First
delicious, and I
stout
don't like stout.
Yeah. And you don't like stout, do you? I'm going to give it 4... Definitely a 4er. 4.3.
Really,
And I'll tell you why I wouldn't go. I'll tell you why I wouldn't go a little bit higher. I was thinking 4.1. It's because it's slightly, for my taste, slightly too sweet almost in parts.
You sure?
It's good though.
I'm forever blowing
I'm going to stick with 4.3. 4.3. Bloody, it's a pretty good score, Trev. Let's be honest. Anyway, everyone, until next time, I think it's time that we should go. Cheers and beers and bubbles.
And bubbles. Cheers, mate.